Hello everybody, this is HereticPlus, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we went and became a member of the Gerudo Thieves. That's right, we are right underneath Ganondorf's nose, one of his own, I guess, minions, in fact. So that's what you don't want to do. What you want to do is pull out the hammer and bust down this rock. We are right out in front of the entrance. Oh, shut up, Navi. We're in front of the entrance to the Gerudo Valley. And there is a skulltula out here that we want to get. So come over to this rock and bomb it. Because I planted the bomb, it blew up the invisible hole. You can do it the other way around, but I thought that was kind of cool the way that worked. So basically you smack the rock with the hammer till it explodes, then you plant a bomb, blow up the hole, and down you go. This puzzle needs bombs, hammers, Din's Fire, and the hook shot. So come over here by where the cow is, and use Din's Fire. Sweet. So once that's used, come over here, and there's a golden skulltula right up in the corner. Also grab 2 bottles, because I'm gonna get some things in this room. Some very important things. So grab the skulltula. This is skulltula number 84. Nice. And now come over here, pull out your ocarina, because I'm gonna get some milk. We might as well get some milk while we're here, so 2 things of milk should last us for the entire game, really. If we were even hurt enough to need it. Ah, shoot. There we go. Open your utters to me. Moo! What a nice song. Blah, 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 blah. Here, have some of my refreshing and nutritious milk. Sweet. So that's done. We also want to pull out our sword. Oh, nice. Magic. Because underneath this, there should be some bugs down here somewhere. Where are they at? Are they over here? Maybe I was mistaken. Well, we can get some bugs later, don't worry. So up we go. Whee! Alright. Now, we're gonna go head back to the Gerudo Fortress because there is a really cool item, in fact 2 really cool items, that we are going to get there, so let's go. Also, I have a surprise for you guys. After we finished the, saving all the carpenters, look at this. They fixed the bridge, so now we don't have to worry about jumping over it all the time. We can just ride over it. Which, you know, half the time you try and jump it, opponent freaks out and you have to try again. So this is very good news in my opinion. So back up into the fortress we go. The next segment we're going to do here, there are technically 2 more things we can do here. One is the Gerudo Training Ground, which you will find over here. This is the entrance. She'll let you in. If you finish it, you get an awesome magical arrow upgrade, but we don't have all the things that we need to finish it yet. We will after this next temple. But until then, we can't finish it yet. So, instead, we're gonna come up here to the Gerudo Horse Archery Range. If we get over 1,000 points here, we get a heart piece, number 3 of the last 4 in the game. And if we get over 1,500, we get the upgrade to hold 50 arrows in our quiver. So, this might take a few tries, but we'll see how we can do. I should get at least over 1,000 the first try. Hey, newcomer, you have a fine horse. I don't know where you stole it from, but yeah, they're all thieves, so. Oh, how about challenging this horseback archery? Once the horse starts galloping, shoot the targets with your arrows. Let's see how many points you can score. You get 20 arrows. If you can score 1,000 points, I will give you something good. Do you want to try? Yeah, for 20 rupees, with the Giant's Wallet, this is a piece of cake. You'd have to be an idiot not to get it with 500 rupees total. So yeah, we'll do it. And so if you get a bullseye, you get 100, close to it 60, and on the outside 30. But also, on the lower bottom, there are these pots. Each of them is worth 100 points. They're really easy to get. So get those with your first 7 arrows. And then 1,000 is really easy after that. Shit, that sucked. There we go. 1,000 is really easy to get. I probably won't get 1,500 on the first few tries. It takes a little bit of work for me to do that. I'm not quite accurate enough to get it on the first try. Got it. And can we get that one a couple times? Got it. 1420. So yeah, that was really close actually. 1420 out of 1500. So we got over 1,000. Fantastic. You are a true master. I will give this to you. Keep improving yourself. And we get a piece of heart. This is number 3. One more and we have every single heart piece in the entire game. And might I mention that in the next episode we'll get the very last one. So get back on. This time we have to get over 1,500 points. If I don't do it this time, I'll edit out the rest until I do. But I'll try one more time on screen. Come on, Link. Come on, Link. Opponent, don't be such an idiot. Alright, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, let's do it again. 1,500 points this time. Okay, whew. Wish me luck, guys. Here I go. Oh boy. This is much harder than the one in the village. I'm really glad that Majora's Mask didn't have one of these, because that would have been a pain in the butt. Here we go. If you can get the first 7, you've got a lot of room for error. Sweet. Yeah, we should be able to finish it now. Hopefully we can. Come on, archery gods. Need bullseyes. Come on, need one bullseye. I did it! Yes! With 2 arrows to spare. That might be the best time I've ever done it before, guys. So there we go. Yeah, 2 tries and we get them both. I'll be darned. You are the ultimate master. That's right. I will give you an item suitable for the master. This quiver is very important to me. I want you to have it. Take good care of it, okay? And we get the biggest quiver. Now we can carry 50 arrows, which is, of course, the most in the game. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's pretty freaking awesome. So for the next segment, we're going to want the Lens of Truth, the hook shot, and really that's all that we're going to need in the immediate future. But yeah, so grab that. It is time to peace out from this area. We are headed to the Haunted Wasteland, guys, to go take on the Spirit Temple, which is my favorite temple in this entire game by far. So it's like an awesome extension of Gerudo Fortress, but just awesome. It's just really awesome. Can I not ride on that? That sucks. Alright, down we go. Alright. So this huge gate blocks our entrance to the Haunted Wasteland. But if we climb up this ladder to the very top, this area is so cool, I swear, with the sky up there and the music and the colors. Oh, it's just beautiful. Turning me on right now. What's up, lady? Hey, rookie. Are you going into the desert? I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the 2 trials. The first trial is the River of Sand. You can't walk across this river. After you cross it, follow the flags we placed there. The second trial is the Phantom Guide. Those without eyes that can see the truth will only find themselves returning here. You are going anyway, aren't you? I won't stop you. Go ahead. I love that. Clap, clap, and open sesame. It opens up. This is awesome. Alright. So, now we have access to the Haunted Wasteland. So yeah, we need the Lens of Truth, which I always thought was kind of odd. I mean, it's cool that you need it and everything, but it makes me think, can the Gerudo naturally see the truth, you know? Because the Sheikah can, and the Gerudo and the Sheikah don't seem that different, to be honest. They really don't. So, I wonder if they're related and they can both see the truth naturally, which would be pretty cool. So over we go. And at this point, you want to follow... Oh yeah, that was the River of Sand, by the way. You need the hook shot, or the long shot. I think the hover boots might actually work too. But if you're playing on the N64, I think there's a way to, like, sidestep along the side of it and avoid it. In which case, you could get here really, really early in the game, as soon as you can get Epona. But, okay, do not follow the signs. Like, this sign will say... What does it say? All those reckless enough to venture into the desert, please drop by our shop. Carpet Merchant. Yeah, if you actually follow this direction, this little, like, dock. And over there is a merchant. He sells decent things, potions, stuff like that, I believe. He's over quicksand, so you need the hover boots to go see him. We won't get those until the Shadow Temple. Oh, spoiler, I told you about them, I didn't mean to, but oh well. So we can't do that yet, but we don't really need to. Be sure you follow this flag to flag exactly. If you detour at all, except for that merchant, if you detour at all, you will get lost. At times this may seem confusing because it will have us actually backtrack sometimes and go in circles, but that's just the desert being a jackass. Be sure that you follow exactly the direction that the flags tell you to. Once you hit here, we reach this little area, which is kind of like a little underground watchtower type thing, a sand shelter, if you will. At the bottom is a Skulltula. So I would save some time here, equip Din's Fire, and knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. It also kills that, so that's pretty cool. And it lights those, which drops down a chest. I actually passed the horse archery thing a lot sooner than I thought I would, you know. Normally, it takes me about 4 tries. It only took 2 that time, so that money actually puts me back at 500, you know. That's pretty cool. So grab this shit. Come on. Fairy, I don't need that. Alright. So now that that's done, it's time to go and find the Phantom Guide. Alright. So go ahead and head up here to the top of it. And just like the gate guard said, use our eyes that can see the truth to find the Poe. This Poe doesn't disappear even if you stare at it. It doesn't spook easily, does it? Sweet. So follow the Poe step by step the same way as the flags. He actually will be a jerk and go in circles, so try not to get lost by his movements. Follow him exactly. And yes, this area is possible without the Lens of Truth, but you have to memorize exactly where he moves, and it's just stupidly hard. These dudes are little, like, spinny gopher type things that are, well, if you move, they know you're there, like the stall children do when you're a kid in Hyrule Field, but they're not really a big pain in the butt. Even if they hit you, we have 17 hearts at this point, so we don't really care about damage anymore. Not anymore, especially not once we beat the Spirit Temple. We'll be able to grab an awesome upgrade that will make us twice as invincible, in which case damage won't even really matter anymore. We'll have so much life. But so over we go, and once you pass through here, you'll see that final one in front of us, and we will enter into this awesome area. Look at this place. That is the goddess of sand, the desert Colossus. Huh, the Spirit Temple is inside of there. I love this place. Isn't that freaking awesome? That's just awesome. I swear. This entire area, the setting, it's like an Egyptian. It's like an Egyptian area, sort of, but it's so cool. Oh shit, it's gonna blow up. Over here, throw a bomb at the wall, because there's a crack in the wall, and if you bomb it, it gives way to a secret cave, and inside is a fairy fountain. A great fairy's fountain, to be specific. So come over here and play Zelda's Lullaby. Of course, somewhere across Hyrule, Zelda is just randomly falling asleep, I'm sure. Just out of nowhere, she just... Oh, god damn it, Link. I think it's kind of funny to think about, but whatever the case. It's Tits McGee, the great fairy of magic. Man, she is not attractive. And her boobs are like spikes on the end. Man, she's really nipping. That water must be really cold. Welcome, Link. I am the great fairy of magic. I will give you a magical spell. Please take it. Looks like she's taking something right now. Yes, and she gives us the final of the 3 powers. You know, there's Din's Fire, there's Feyor's Wind, and there's Nehru's Love. Nehru's Love is like a force field that drains our magic over time, but it makes us pretty much invincible to damage. We never really need it, because this game isn't really hard enough to really need it. It would have been a lot more useful in Majora's Mask, but it's still pretty cool. If you're not very good, it can be pretty useful, especially in this next dungeon. But, so we get that. The final power, now we have all 3 of the awesome colors. That's so cool. That's so cool. So, we have Nehru's Love. There's a couple more things to do here. For this next part, we want it to be nightfall, which it... Well, yeah, we do want it to be nightfall, which it will be very shortly. So, no pressure there. Okay. What are these guys called, by the way? I forgot. Levers. Watch its movements closely and let it go by. They're called levers. Or levers, I guess. I don't know. Once it's nightfall... Over here, you will find a gold sculptula. Oh, shit. I didn't even move. Find a gold sculptula up on the tree. And I thought that if you didn't move, they didn't come out of the ground, but I guess they do anyway. So there we go. That is gold sculptula number 86. Sweet. So there are 14 left in the entire game, less than 15. We will hit the final countdown in this next episode, I believe, of the final 10 in the entire game. But, so that's done. There's a heart piece way up there you can kind of see. We can't get to it yet, because we need to plant a magical bean as a child here. Pretty interesting. But, for starters, let's go start the temple. Yay! So walk inside, and this is the Spirit Temple. Listen to that music, man. Look at the cobras with the hieroglyphics on the front, and oh man, this place is so awesome. If you walk forwards, oh shit, the jars are magical and they fly at you. Go ahead and grab some hearts from our damage outside. The first thing you want to do is read this on the right, and it will say, if you want to travel to the future, you must return here with the power of silver from the past. Interesting, from the past? So we're in the future now, right? If you want to proceed to the past, you should return here with the pure heart of a child. Okay. Now this makes sense because up here, to the left, you'll find a miniature thing that we can't fit through. Now, technically, I think we could fit through this, but the game doesn't want to say that we can. But, so yeah, we have to come back as a child, I guess, to get through that section of this temple. And over here, this inscription said that we need the power of silver to get through this area, because this block is so big, we can't push or pull it. It's gigantic. So, oh, by the way, guys, these guys are really easy to kill now. You can just smack them with your sword and they die. Because the bigger on sword is so freaking powerful. But, yeah, so apparently we can't do this dungeon yet. We have to come back as a kid first, but we didn't learn the warp song, so how are we going to do that? How indeed. How indeed. So walk outside, and a cutscene will trigger. Who could this be? That's right, guys. It is Sheik, once again. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Cue awesome harp music. Past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's river. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. Yeah! So awesome. This song is really cool too, with the full orchestra behind it. Sweet. Listen to that. Okay, and this is the only time as an adult that you will ever see the owl again. The only time ever. Which is good evidence to suggest that this temple you were supposed to be able to get to as a kid, the same way that you first entered the Gerudo Fortress as a kid. Because the owl, you see it here, and you never see it again as an adult. So isn't that interesting? We get the Requiem of Spirit. And like always, we try and walk up to him, and the sandstorm gets in the way, and he's gone! Man, that's really a step up from using the Deku Nuts. Sweet, so we now have the Requiem of Spirit, which means that we can now warp back as a child and warp all the way past the Gerudo Fortress, which is pretty useful, really. We also have every single song in the game. And, like I said, a good reason why a lot of people think the Spirit Temple was originally supposed to be before the Shadow Temple is because you get the Requiem of Spirit before the Nocturne of Shadow. Also, the idea that there is supposed to be a Light Temple at the end, which is why the warp song for the Temple of Time is not, it's called the Prelude of Light Temple, you know, and the amulet is the Amulet of Light, not the Amulet of Time, which doesn't make sense because every single other one has the same name as the temple, so go figure. Whatever the case, though, that's everything for this episode. In the next one, we will return, we will grab the last heart piece in the entire frickin' game, as well as one more Skulltula, a few more Skulltulas actually, and go ahead and start the Spirit Temple as a child. So tune in for that, guys, and until then, this is HereticPlus signing out. Goodbye!